Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So in today's video I thought we were gonna do something a little bit fun. So I've got this box full of Makeup Revolution products that I have accumulated over the last couple of days, I could say weeks. First I have ordered the 3 eggs, so the dragon egg, the rose gold egg, and the unicorn egg. So I have ordered these 3 of, what was it, Superdrug. They were 3 for the price of 2, so one of them costs £5, so I've got 3 of them for 10. And I have also ordered the concealer then, but they didn't have my shade, so I ordered it in C4, and it is a bit too dark for me, so I went and had a look at the Tam Beauty website, which is I think the official retailer for Makeup Revolution, I'm not sure. And there I have discovered that they actually have the rest of the eggs. Let me grab them. So I got the gold egg, the angel egg, and the mermaid egg. So I've got all 6 of the eggs. I have also picked up C3 shade from the concealer, so hopefully this one is going to be matching. While I was on the website, they had the foundation stick, so I picked up a foundation stick as well. And while I was there, I've seen this, and it kind of reminded me of something. You guys think it reminds you of something? I don't know. Kind of seems familiar to me. So that's the Makeup Revolution Cream Highlight and Contour Kit in Light. And the last thing I have picked up, oh Jesus, is purely for the packaging, because the packaging is gorgeous, the Revolution Renaissance Illuminate. So this is a blush highlighter palette. So I have picked up all of these things, and we are going to do a first impression today on my face. By the way, I have already used the 3 eggs that I have purchased from Superdrug, so I'm not going to be trying these out. I'm going to be showing them to you, and I'm going to be probably swatching them for you. But today we are going to use the other 3 eggs, so the angel, the gold, and the mermaid. So we're going to be using these as eyeshadows. Also, please don't mind my big earrings. They are supposed to distract you from my big head because my hair is up in a ponytail. Alright guys, let's get right into the video and try some new stuff on my face. Alright guys, I have put primer on my face and some moisturizer, so I'm ready to try out the foundation. So we've got the Makeup Revolution Makeup Revolution London Fast Base Stick Foundation in the shade F4. So that's how the packaging looks like. It's a nice feeling packaging. Got the barcode on it. When you open it, it's just your standard foundation stick. The size of it reminds me of the Tarte foundation stick, even though this one is has a bit thicker packaging than this one, but the size of the product is almost the same. So this foundation retails for £5, which is amazing. Well, it's amazing if the product is amazing, so we shall try it out. Okay, so again, like last time, this side of my face is going to be Beauty Blender, this side of my face is going to be the Morphe Y6 brush, which is my favorite foundation brush. So let's get on to this. Okay, this actually looks like it might match my skin quite well. Also, it is very creamy. It feels similar to the Tarte foundation stick. So that might be a success based on how it feels. First, we're gonna start with the brush. Again, I have a lot of discoloration and my face is freaking out at the moment for some reason. I think it's because of my skincare routine has changed a little bit. That has blended out really nicely with the brush. Now let's try the damp Beauty Blender on the other side. Okay, so that's the Beauty Blender side. I prefer the brush side because it gives more coverage. Of course, if you're going to use a Beauty Blender, the foundation is going to sheer out a little bit, so you can see a bit of my skin poking out over here. stuff like that. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more on in the problem areas, like here. My nose is freaking out a little bit here, my eyelid, and a little bit here. And I'm just gonna buff it in with the brush because that seems to be like the better method for this foundation, at least for me, at least for first impression, I should say. That's the foundation applied. I mean, it's not bad. Looks a bit rough on close-up actually. Can you see around here, around my nose area, looks a bit rough, but might be the condition of my skin more than the foundation. By the way, I have used my favorite primer, my favorite moisturizer as ever, so nothing different, because I didn't have any from Makeup Revolution, because I wasn't actually planning to do a full face. I just, when it came, I'm like, you can do a almost full face of first impressions with this. Okay, so yeah, other than that, the foundation looks good, just we have the nose problem area right here. So I've got the Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C3. So this should be my skin, well, my concealer color, so we will see. Oh Jesus. Maybe I need C2. I like the wand applicator. It's smaller than the Tarte one, but for some reason I prefer it if it wants to focus. Yeah. Let's just put it here in my problem areas. And now let's blend it out with the damp beauty blender. I already know I love the consistency of this concealer, but this is more about the shade match, but I think this is actually the right color for me, so it should be alright. So that's the concealer blended out. Amazing. I already know I love the concealer, and the shade match seems to be pretty accurate. And now we get into this completely original product that's not copied after Kim Kardashian's contour kit at all. This one was £15 actually. This was the most expensive thing out of the whole haul. Okay, so when you open this, you get the two double-ended contour and highlight sticks and this amazing brush, which I am so excited to try out. It doesn't actually tell you on it if it's for contouring or highlighting. Both of them say the same thing. Okay, so this is the highlighting one. So on one side, it's a nice sparkly color. Let me swatch it for you. Yeah, that's a nice champagne color. And on the other side, this is supposed to be the matte one. Yeah, this looks very yellow. Okay, so let me swatch that for you. Okay, so this is supposed to be the matte highlight side, but this is very yellow, so we are gonna use this one today. Alright, so that's how that looks like. On one side we have the cooler tone, which is for contouring, which is this one. So that's how that looks like. By the way, I think I mentioned that this is in the shade light. Yeah, they have 3 shades, light, medium and dark. And this is supposed to be the bronzing one, so this one is a bit more warm toned. A bit. Okie dokie, so we're gonna use the contouring side, and I'm gonna contour everywhere I usually do with my Anastasia contour stick or my NYX Cosmetics contour stick. Okay, wish me luck. It's not as dark as my usual cream contour is, but that might not be a bad thing. It's not as creamy as my Anastasia or NYX. Alright, so that's everywhere where I would usually apply my cream contour. So now we're gonna go in with this amazing brush. It's actually, I like the handle of it. Feels nice, feels sturdy. So I'm gonna go with this side of the brush in. And let's try to blend it out. Well, it is blending out, but it seems to be moving my foundation under it a little bit. And it looks patchy. So that's the contour stick. I would say it's definitely more patchy than I'm used to, and it is not the right undertone for me that I am used to. I'm used to something more cool tone than this. It's not showing up that much on my skin. So I would prefer something a little bit different. Now should we put the bronzing stick on? Maybe we should. Okay, so that's the bronzing one. That scares me because it's really, really warm toned. Okay, so we're just gonna put it, oh my god, a little bit. Just gonna do a couple swipes. And again, go in with the same brush and blend it out. I don't know if you guys can see how orange it actually is, but it is very orange. That's the contouring done. Now let's move on to the highlight. So like I said, I'm gonna use, no, actually I'm gonna use the matte side on my nose because I didn't highlight my nose, my forehead. Is this a good idea with how yellow it is? I don't know. And the cupid's bow. And for that I'm gonna use this dildo side of the brush. Are you supposed to wet it or not? I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like I'm slapping my face with a dildo. I don't know if I like that, to be honest. Well, this has definitely removed all my foundation underneath, if you can see. From my nose. From my forehead where I applied it. So that's great. Get the beauty blender and try to fix this situation. I'm getting frustrated here. Okay, now let's take the sparkly side and let's do some cream highlighting here. And I'm not gonna use the dildo brush anymore. I'm just gonna use my beauty blender. I don't want anything to do with the dildo brush again. Okay, so this is not blending out almost at all. Maybe I need to use my finger. Let's use my finger. Okay. I blended out with my finger, but I didn't want to blend out with the beauty blender. And again, it lifted my foundation right there, if you can see. Oh my, this is good. This is going really well so far. The highlight doesn't want to blend out, and it lifted my foundation, or it was the dildo brush. I don't even know at this point, but this is not for me. And the foundation looks cakey as fuck. I'm a cakey Oompa Loompa. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I have my powder on, I have my bronzer on, and now it is time for blush. So this is the Makeup Revolution Renaissance Illuminate Radiant Rose. Now this one was £6 if I'm not mistaken, and just the presentation of it is gorgeous. So it comes in a velvet pouch like this, very fancy. The packaging itself, it's very fancy. I have to open it like that. This is how it looks on the inside. So it looks like we have some blush colors and a highlighter. So I'm gonna take my favorite blush brush and I'm gonna go into this shade right at the end. And let's blush. So that's how it looks like. I'm gonna swatch it for you. So, wow. As you can see, all three colors are very pigmented and very beautiful. Now it is time for the actual highlight, and I'm not going to use a highlight from there because I want to use one from the eggs. So every egg has two sides to it. So one side is the eyeshadows, the other side is the highlighters. Oh, this is the shade, this is the egg in the shade Golden. Now this is the egg in the style Mermaid. So beautiful blue colors, blue, brown, greens. That's how it looks like. And now we have the shade or style Angel. Oh, this is how that one looks like. It's a bit more silver and pink toned. So for today's look, since we already look like a clown, I'm gonna go in the Mermaid. Let's watch this. Okay, so that's how the highlighters in that one look like. This one goes more blue and this one goes more, I would say, yellow or green. So we're gonna go into the blue one. So blue one is the bottom one. I get it on my Anastasia brush and wow. Let's dip into the green one a little bit. Okay, so the glow is a success, 100%. I actually combined both of the highlighters in the mermaid palette. Yeah, mermaid egg. I don't know how to call it. It's the palette. It's a palette. It's an egg palette. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, so primer is on. I have all 3 eggs laid out here and opened. Oh, the most common complaint about these were that there's not enough matte shades. Like for example in the mermaid egg, there's no matte shades at all, if you can see. So in these 3 we have altogether 4 matte shades. 3 of them are in the golden egg. You can see brown ones over there. And 1 is in the angel egg, cool toned brown. So we're gonna start working with the matte shades and go into the golden egg. And go into this shade right over here. So they are incredibly powdery, but from my experience with the other 3, they are very pigmented and blendable. So let's take that color and start it with blending it into our crease. So you have to build it up a little bit, but they are very blendable. Then I'm gonna go with the same brush. I'm gonna go into the angel one and go to the cooler toned brown in there. Okay, that looks good to me. And now to deepen up the crease, we're gonna go back into the golden egg and go into this bottom mid-tone matte. And there, again on the same brush, don't need to change brushes. We're just going a bit lower in the crease now, trying to build some definition. And now for the last color, we're gonna use the last matte in the golden egg, which is the darkest one right up there. And we're just gonna deepen up the outer V. They don't give you much fallout either, which is great. Taking the clean brush again and... Okay, so I'm gonna go in to this gorgeous green color in here. Just coat my brush in it and get it on the lid. Oh. As you can see, the color payoff is just amazing. And to imagine you get this for £5, 2 highlighters and 5 eyeshadows that are this kind of quality. And this cute! I mean, who doesn't want eggs like this displayed on their vanity? Come on. I'm here for this packaging and for this quality especially. Okay, so that is without wetting the brush, without any Fix Plus, without anything. As you can see, gorgeous pigment, gorgeous. Now we're gonna deepen out the outer V with this gorgeous blue color on the bottom. So I'm just gonna take on the other side of the brush. And some coolness as well. I mean, might as well, once you got a green eye like this, just put more color on it. I mean, who cares? It's makeup, do what you want. In that palette, we don't have any inner corner highlights, so I'm gonna go into the angel one and grab this gorgeous silver on the bottom. Okay, that looks great. And now, since I've discovered that we have one almost matte shade in the mermaid palette, I'm gonna grab it on my Morphe brush. This one, and I'm gonna put it on the lower lash line, because why not? And that's it, that's the eye look. Now let me do the same on the other eye, pop some mascara on, and we'll be back to try on the last thing that I completely forgot to tell you that I have, which is lipstick. I actually have a lipstick that I bought somewhere here. Yeah, here it is, we have a lipstick to try on. Alright, so I have just put some mascara on, and that's the finished eye look. And finish the other eye, of course. So, what do you guys think? I'm happy with it. I think the colors are gorgeous. Everything blended nicely. Everything is so pigmented and opaque. I mean, what are you waiting for? £5, guys. £5. Cute packaging. Great pigmentation. I'm here for it. I'm happy I've got all 6 of them. The last thing, I can't believe I forgot about it, is the Revolution Rose Gold lipstick in Chauffeur. So this one, if I'm not mistaken, was like £2. I have picked something that's bit neutral. So this is a darker nude color. Should be... Okay, so it's not matte. It's extremely creamy and very pigmented. So let's put it on our lips. Doesn't smell like anything. Okay, so that's the lipstick in Chauffeur. It feels very comfortable, very creamy, and very nice. I actually like the color. Okay guys, so now for the final thoughts. I'm gonna zoom you in because I hope you can see everything I can see. My skin looks like crap. Ignore that, that's from my glasses. I mean, it's much worse in person. I look cakey, I look dry, I look disgusting. I mean, I'm gonna try the foundation stick again. I'm gonna give it another try when my skin is in a little bit of a better place, because it can be the fault of my skin as well. I mean, I don't know. This is the first time I'm trying it. Maybe it's just because of my skin. Maybe this is how it is. I mean, what I liked about it is the price. This is the amount of product you will get, which is pretty standard, I think. It is very creamy. It is blendable. I just... up close and personal, it doesn't look good. Then we've had the disaster of the contour kit. I didn't like any of it. Nothing, not even one part. Contour is too light, not pigmented enough, not blendable enough. The bronzer is orange. The highlight, the sparkly side was okay, but once I blended it in with my finger, it kind of disappeared. If you try to blend it with a sponge, it just won't move. The matte one lifted my foundation up. Maybe it was the dildo brush, which I didn't like either. The brush side was kind of okay. That, I mean, not amazing, not terrible. So that's my thoughts on that. The most expensive thing was the worst thing, in my opinion. Then we have the concealer. I love the concealer. It is my color. I'm finally happy to have it in my color. It is definitely blendable. It doesn't crease on me, and it's just amazing, especially for £4. What more would you want for £4? I don't know. Now the next thing was the Revolution Renaissance Illuminate palette. I'm absolutely in love with it. I love me a sparkly blush, and as you can see from the swatches, which are right over here, I mean, all 3 shades of it are just amazing, and also the packaging looks so elegant, and it's so like old school. I just love it. Then the next thing was the eggs. So my 3 eggs that I tried out for the first time. I think you could see during the application, they are amazing. One thing is both the highlighters and both the eyeshadows are very powdery, but they are very blendable, so, and pigmented as well. So the powderiness doesn't bother me that much. Also, for any of you that have questions, how come it's like together, you get a little plastic separator, so make sure you keep that and don't throw it away, because you're gonna really need it with how powdery these shadows are. So this is the highlighter after application. You can see it's almost like a bit wet and crumbly, but just look at the highlight. Look at the highlight I'm sporting. £5, guys. How many more times am I gonna say £5? So these are definitely worth it. And then we've got the lipstick, which I'm not mad at the lipstick. The lipstick is okay. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's nothing horrible. For the price, it's a great lipstick. So all in all, I would say this almost full face of first impressions from Makeup Revolution and I Heart Revolution was quite successful. I mean, we have found some great products and we had found some other shit, but I mean, that's what happens. Not everything can be perfect, but for most part, I am quite happy with everything. And the final result, I would say, I'm going to show you one more time. The final result is quite impressive, I would say. For £5. I'm just going to keep saying it. £5. £5, guys. £5. Don't sleep on it. Go get you some eggs. Get all your eggs in one basket, guys. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Get out!